All right, good evening, everybody. Commissioner Ace Coach 704 PEL Primetime Elite League, and I am setting up the little share stream now, and there we go. All right, so PEL Primetime Elite League, PEL Live. This will be an expedited edition of PEL Live because I'm losing my voice after screaming my ass off at the Hornets game tonight. And we lost by a point, and Nick Batum is terrible. Missed a wide open 3-pointer to win the game. So there you go. All right. So we'll start tonight by looking at some games that have been played in Week 8. We do have the power rankings coming up very soon. I'll probably have time this weekend to knock them out. Probably be some changes, and that'll be based on games through this week. All right. So we got the Bears winning over the 49ers 13-10. I'm just going to look at the team stats on these because we got to get to some other stuff. And you look at it, good defensive effort by the Bears, holding the 49ers to 151 offensive yards. Bears able to throw the ball for 196, but they did have 3 turnovers, only 1 for the 49ers. But it's a good thing that, the Bears are able to play good defense to offset those turnovers. Red zone was a little bit of a problem for the Bears. Only 2 field goals and 1 touchdown. Only 1 field goal for the 49ers, but the Bears dominated time of possession right there and got a close win, 13-10, and that keeps their NFC playoff hopes alive at this midpoint of the season. We got the Jets over the Giants, 14-10, and a bit of a surprise. The Giants have been playing well this season, but the Jets were able to come and get I believe their second win ever in the PEL, so congratulations to them on that. Good offensive balance for the Jets, about the same running yards and passing yards, even though 106 ain't great, and still good balance. Giants with Saquon Barkley, only 18 rushing yards as a surprise, but 201 throwing the football. Both had 3 turnovers. Big difference, 2 touchdowns in the red zone for the Jets, only 1 field goal in the red zone for the Giants. Big difference in this game, obviously. Jets getting 14 points. Pulling it out 14-10 in the Battle of New York. Going the Jets' way. Very nice. Houston over Buffalo 21-14 in a very good football game there. And the Texans coming back in the fourth quarter. The Super Bowl champs pulling it out. The Bills playing some very good defense. Wow, only 135 yards total offense for the Texans, 9 rushing yards. Wow. Bills doing a little better on both areas there, run and pass. But 5 turnovers, I'm telling you, 5 turnovers for the Bills. That'll get you every time. And you look at the red zone percentage, 2 TDs, but obviously on 1 possession they didn't get points. And then 2 TDs there for the Texans as well. So Bills dominated time of possession but couldn't pull it out in a good game in Buffalo between 2 good AFC teams. Pittsburgh getting the win over the Arizona Cardinals 31-14. A big offensive game here on both sides. You see the yardage right there, both in the 300s. We hadn't seen that too much this year. Both throwing the ball very well, but you see the kicker. 6 turnovers for the Cardinals. You're not going to win many games with 6 turnovers, only 2 there for the Steelers. And then looking at the red zone percentage, big time, 40% red zone percentage. That is not good at all. So that's telling me they only scored 2 out of 5 times down there. You only get points 3 times in the red zone, that's going to kill you. And the Steelers did a good job when they got down there. Big reason why they won this game, 31-14. All right, we got, oh my goodness, the Broncos all over the Chiefs, 49-0. Wow, okay. So the Broncos asserting themselves, obviously, in this one. 170 on the ground, only 31 passing yards, but when you win 49-0, you don't have to, obviously, get much yardage in the we're going to have to look at some player stats. 11 turnovers for the Chiefs. That has got to be a PEL record. I have not seen 11 turnovers. I've seen 8 interceptions, but I've not seen 11 total turnovers. So we got to find out what's going on here. 9 interceptions for Patrick Mahomes. What a game to forget. My goodness. Whew. Defensively, well, let's see who had all these picks. I'm sorry. How does this happen? How does this happen, man? 7 interceptions? I mean, at some point, once you get to 3, you would think, of course he does have a touchdown, but at some point, offensively, you've got to think, okay, I've thrown 3 or 4 interceptions. Maybe let's change something up. Maybe let's not throw in his direction. Maybe let's run the ball. I mean, something. And, I mean, within yourself, you've got to make an adjustment and realize it's not working. We got to do something different. Congrats to the Broncos. I'll leave it at that. Colts get a big win. 23-13 over the Saints. Thank you, Colts. That helps me out. Pretty even yardage wise here, but you see the Saints with 3 turnovers there. That's obviously a big difference in this one. Red zone percentage, not good for the Colts, but obviously they were able to make up for it and do a good job here. 107 on the ground. That's a good job because the Colts don't have the greatest running game, but and the run on the Saints is good. I had trouble running against him, so good job, Colts, and thank you for the help. Needed that. And then there you go, 24-17 Panthers over the Vikings. I can share obviously a good bit from this one. The yardage gain there, I think we did a good job defensively. We had a long drive that took the whole first quarter just about. I don't think he scored in the first quarter. I don't know why that's on there, but, well, I don't know. Maybe I'm getting my games mixed up. But anyway, McCaffrey didn't have a real big game, but he did enough to keep people honest. Cam did throw the ball well. He did have 3 interceptions, though. That's the 3 turnovers. I believe Cousins had 3 interceptions also, but he had 2 touchdown passes. The biggest thing in this one, that red zone percentage, I think is a little off because I know Chung had an interception down near the goal line and Seymour had an interception in the red zone to seal the game. But this was a good game. My stream didn't populate, so I don't think anyone saw it, but I'll tag the highlights for Lee. But it was a good game, and I think Vikings always does highlights. He posted his in the chat. But there's some good stuff in this game on both sides. DJ Moore had a touchdown. I believe McCaffrey had a rushing touchdown. Ware had a touchdown. Graham Gano hit some big kicks. It was a rainy and windy game, and he hit some big kicks to help us out. So, good game right there. And, I think we'll both make the playoffs in the NFC again. Washington all over Philadelphia, 42-17. Big offensive game on both sides here. Eagles running for 154. My goodness, that must be Xavier Johnson having a big game, who was the number 1 overall pick in the draft. Very talented guy, but only normal development. But if you play him and he does well, he'll move up. Washington, though, 312 yards in the air. Very good job. Only 1 turnover. Only 2 turnovers for the Eagles. So, red zone percentage, though, got to get better in there if you're the Eagles. The Redskins played well overall. I think they got an inside track to win that division, especially with the Giants losing to the Jets this week. And I think we got one more. Yep. The Falcons over the Bucks 29-14 in the NFC South battle. 2 passing yards. That's another PEL first. So we got 11 turnovers, a player with 7 interceptions, and 2 passing yards. Wow. Y'all continue to amaze me, I tell you. But Falcons running for 150 is a very good job. No turnovers on their part, 2 turnovers for the Bucks. Good red zone percentage for the Falcons. The Bucks, I don't think, looks like they didn't get down there. 3 TDs and 2 field goals. Very good. And they dominated time of possession. And like I said, 1980s football, that's been. And I think the old 86 Giants would be proud of this game right here. All right. Let's take a look at the standings across the league and see what we got going on here. And we're going to start in the AFC. All right, in the North, we got the Ravens undefeated at 6-0. Browns are 6-1. They'll move to 7-1 with a forced win. And I'll have some news on that in a minute. Bengals hanging in there at 3-4. Steelers 3-5. Playing well in spots also. So AFC North's turning into a pretty good division right there. I think all these teams have been very competitive, and of course at the top, you got two of the cream of the crop that's going to be in the power rankings that come out this weekend. AFC South, you got the Titans at 5-2, Colts at 4-3 holding strong, Texans at 4-3, and the Jags 2-5. You got some forces in there that kind of skew the records a little bit as far as the Texans and Titans go. But, my big surprise is the Colts, who've come in and done a good job in being competitive in this division. One of the tougher divisions in the league. And I played him, and, he's made some adjustments, and he's doing well. So congratulations on that. Be a good race to watch going down the stretch here. AFC East, you got the Dolphins in control at 5-2. The Bills 3-4. I'm sorry, Jets, you must have had a forced win or a couple forced wins or something. I don't know. 3-5. Right there with the Bills at 3-4. And here we go. Patriots are 0-6. We're gonna have a change with the Patriots. The Patriots owner has gotten busy. He had a new baby, some other stuff going on, and I do have somebody interested that I'm talking to. I was actually talking to him right before I went live here, and we'll see if we'll get him in probably when we advance, and going forward. Well, he got quiet, so we'll see. Anyway, we'll have a change with the Patriots here real soon. All right, AFC West, we got the Broncos at 6-1, and obviously with that big win over the Chiefs, I think they're in control of the division here. Chiefs at 4-3, Raiders 3-4 hanging in there. Chargers 2-5. Deontay is in the middle of moving, and he's on auto, and he'll come back once he's settled. So that's why he hasn't been around the past week or so. Anyone that's moved before knows it's a hell of a process, and I can't stand it, I'll tell you. Anyways, good job, Broncos, in pretty much dominating that division. So, real quick look, if the playoffs were starting right now, you had the Ravens as the 1 seed, Broncos as the 2, Dolphins as the 3, and Titans as the 4, and your wild cards would be the Browns and the Chiefs, according to Madden, but of course the Colts, Bills, Texans, Bengals, Raiders and even Steelers, I think, would be all in it at a very early playoff preview. All right, in the NFC in the North, got the Vikings at 6-2, the Packers at 5-1. The unfortunate thing for Gape is he's going to be on auto. He's out in California. He didn't bring his PS4, which I don't know why, but he's working, so you can't fault him for that. But he's in it. Well, he won't be in it. So, that's good news for the Bears, obviously, at 5-3. This is the best season I can remember for the Bears in a while. And Lions at 1-5, are kind of struggling. So, I think we got a 2-team race here between the Bears and the Vikings in the NFC North. And, of course, the Lions will move up a little bit, but that's what we got. NFC South, we got the Panthers at 6-2, Saints at 4-3, Bucks 2-5, Falcons 3-4. Obviously, the Falcons will move up when we advance once the standings are reset. I'm not going to run away with this division. I have a very tough schedule coming down the stretch. I got the Seahawks and the Texans back to back with a bye in between. So I'll probably lose and then me in misery, then lose again. So this is not over by any stretch of the imagination in the South. I think everyone is still in it here. NFC East, you got the Redskins at 5-3, Giants at 4-4, Cowboys 3-3, and the Eagles at 0-7. Redskins are my favorite. Of course, the Giants and the Cowboys at 500 are very much in the race. I don't know. I thought they would make some moves at the trade deadline because they were in it, because they were out of it last year. But, we're about to advance probably tomorrow or maybe even tonight. So we'll see what happens on that. NFC West, Seahawks at 6-1. Oh, okay. Well, you can say that the Seahawks have this division in a stranglehold right now. We got the Cardinals, who are really looking to play some young guys now. They traded Chandler. Well, I'll get to that in a minute. The 49ers talked about making some moves to play younger players, and then the Rams, who are still, I think, a good team, but it's an enigma on how they are not better than what they are, in my honest. Oh, let me look at the NFC playoffs real quick. I'm shocked at how the Rams are playing, to be honest with you. So right now, if the playoffs started today, let's see. Seahawks would be the 1 seed. Panthers would be the 2 of tiebreaker of Minnesota. Vikings would be the 3. Skins would be the 4. Your wild cards would be, well, it would be the Packers, but they're not going to be there. So we'll say Saints would be the 1 wild card, and then the Bears would be the other wild card. And then you've got the Giants in it. You've got the Cowboys in it. Falcons are in it. And that's pretty much it for now. Someone will have to get hot out of the rest of those teams right there. I think we can look at... Well, not yet. Okay. I thought we could look at the yearly leaders, but that's going to be next week, I believe. So, real quick, we'll take a look at some stats, and then I'll take any questions, but no one has posted anything, so that won't take long. So, top quarterbacks in the league: Sam Darnold for the Jets, Mayfield with the Browns, Alex Smith at the Skins, Deshaun Watson. Oh, Jason Karingo, proud rookie from Wyoming. Good job. Harold Taylor, of course, the star from SMU. And then on down to Kirk Cousins did a good job. Well, not really in my game, but anyway. So those are the leading quarterbacks. Running backs, we got Le'Veon Bell doing a great job. Someone leading Rashad Penny. That's a miracle. Jamal Williams, really? Okay. Melvin Gordon, White Lightning Christian McCaffrey, who is starting to slow down, disappointingly. Jerick McKinnon and Kareem Hunt are some of the leaders at the running back position. And receivers, I'm going to sort by yardage. Tony Flash, of course, John Ross. So there you go. 2 speed demons leading the receiving yardage. No surprise there. Richardson, J.J. Nelson, Will Fuller. You see a theme here. All these guys are pretty fast. So speed does still count a little bit, obviously, but I think you do have to have a little skill with that speed, too. Most of these guys are not just trash speed. They have good skills also. Defensively, there's your leading tacklers overall in the league. No surprise there. A lot of linebackers. Sacks, there's Ngakwe, Von Miller, Brandon Graham, about the same names you would. Oh, Riccatoni, the Italian stallion. Love him. And of course, there's some usual names you would, expect to see there. Leading interceptions, we know who that is. Good Lord. AFC. Can I talk to the AFC for a minute? Really? What the hell are y'all doing over there? 17 interceptions, dude. That's a goddamn shame. I'm sorry. The rest of these are in line, but come on, man. This is like that season we had a few years back, and the guy with the Vikings, this guy had all the sacks. Everson Griffin had like 30 sacks one season. I mean, you got to do something different. I mean, game plan, strategy, something. Good gracious, that's crazy. All right, so I did say I'm gonna keep it to 20 minutes. So I'm gonna wrap it up. Power rankings will be this weekend. We're looking for someone with the Patriots. I don't know about this guy I'm talking to right now. So we'll see on that. Otherwise, the blogs are doing great. We got stuff going out on Twitter. I'll put some more stuff out tomorrow. They're also being posted on our Madden Accord site, which promotes our articles and videos like this. If you hadn't seen the page, I'll post the link in there tomorrow once I post some more stuff out there. But you guys are continuing to do a great job. We are getting noticed. I put the league up on League Crawler. I think some people in the know understand what they're about, so that gives us a little bit more exposure. We're doing great, and I appreciate everyone's dedication. I know the game is not bad, but it could be a lot better, and I appreciate everybody still sticking with it, playing your games, being active. All of that's appreciated. And remember all the league roll stuff. If you were doing a roll, like the guys doing the predictions are doing a great job. Bills are doing some interviews, were awesome. All that stuff. If you have an idea of something you want to do to help promote the league, or something you think you want to do, if you ever dreamed of being on ESPN, like Lee's doing the highlights, which have been awesome. If you ain't been watching those, he's doing a knockout job with that stuff, man. Support that stuff. Share that stuff, with your friends, your buddies. See it. Tell them what the PEL is doing, and if they're interested in joining, we'll have a spot open. All right, guys. Y'all have a good night. Appreciate it. Thanks you for watching.